Previously on 100 Line Last Defense Academy, our protagonist Takumi Sumino wakes up in a classroom with a few other students, no one knowing how or why they got here. The figure previously met in Tokyo Residential Complex introduces himself as their commanding officer, Sirei, or Sir for short. Sir continues to explain that they are in an academy called a Last Defense Academy, far away from their home of Tokyo Residential Complex, surrounded by undying flames used as a barrier and one people cannot simply pass through. The students are assigned a mission to protect school grounds from the invaders. However, before he gets to explaining how they got here, what they are protecting, or why they were selected, an alarm sounds throughout the school indicating an invasion is upon them, and the academy goes into defensive mode. Sirei looks at the band of students, calling them to arms. 3 students are ready to fight, the others a little more hesitant to lay down their lives. After some deliberation, Takumi also decides to join the 3 party members. A battle ensued with a formidable foe, resulting in 1 casualty, that of Darumi. The enemy flees after the traumatic battle. The students again demand answers, more so now that a comrade has fallen, and to their surprise, discover that they are immortal on the school grounds, courtesy of their hemoanima. Darumi being the first example of such. Sirei throws the students a celebratory feast, promising to discuss more about their situation over dinner. Sirei explains that a certain important something is being guarded at the school, and if any invaders get their hands on said something, then humanity is doomed to extinction. Furthermore, the students' term at the academy is that of 100 days, and during those 100 days, they must continue to protect the school from invaders entering the premises. Sirei leaves the students with an ultimatum geared to the non-fighters. Those who participated in the last battle and the following are given rights to meals, whereas those who abstain are only given dry bread. The other half of this ultimatum, the whole of the student body won't receive further information regarding what they are protecting and how they were selected until everyone is ready to participate in battle. How will the students' remaining 99 days play out?
Day 2.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
We're just missing a trumpet.
Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot!
I miss Karua too.
I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead!
Energy and bloodlust.
Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria, on the double!
Okay. Was that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that. Give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. I hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. I guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. Part of a complete breakfast. What's for breakfast? Well, we got toast, bacon, eggs, and bloodlust with a side of apple juice. There it is again, a totally open, unobstructed sky. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's like a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling, like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel normal? Nah, there's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. Now, I was gonna walk there thinking maybe I'll bump into someone, but maybe I'll fast travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoops. I want to travel. I want to fast travel to the cafeteria. Sirei is in the hallway. That's nice. Alright, everybody, dig right in and get yourselves all fueled up. Didn't you hear me? I said dig in. This is no time to worry about proper table manners. Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again. Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRIC when we had to make do with much less than this. Brother dearest, please, I don't want to think about that. Hi, Banana. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the den. I hope you continue to enjoy your ad-free viewing and tiger emotes. Let me guess. If we want anything more substantial, we have to agree to fight. In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless dry bread. Do it yourselves, but there's one more thing I need from you. I planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack. What is it this time? I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're about to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't seen yet. Sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the door locks behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out? If there are, you can go in on your own. This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you.
Hey!
So, once you finish breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home. I feel like we're playing right into Sirei's hands, but we should probably try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present. Let's take a look around. Oh, we got a little checkbox for every section of the school. Giant refrigerator. Walking into a gigantic bridge is as exciting as walking into a theme park attraction. I get to go inside? Shenanigans. What is this? Children like colorful candy, but I'm more concerned about the artificial colors used. It's a giant candy machine. What is this? I don't know. What is this? Monitor. Okay, let's leave. Check the first floor strange room. I mean, all the rooms are strange, but... Entrance hall. Boys' bathroom. Nothing here. Okay. Where is this? Oh, I walked by the entrance hall and it's on my checklist. Hi, Shoma. Yeah? Is something wrong? Oh, I'm in your way, aren't I? I'm sorry. I should know better than to take up valuable breathing space. It's fine, Shoma. You're not in the way. I just wanted to talk to you. I'm warning you, talking to a feeble-minded dweeb like me will only leave you worn out and frustrated. Not to mention how your reputation will suffer from being seen with me. Unpopularity as profound as mine might be contagious, you know? You're really better off ignoring me like everyone else. Don't think of me as a person. Think of me as a pile of garbage that randomly makes noises every now and then. I kind of spaced out partway through what he was saying. You know what? So did I. My mouth was just reading the words my eyes were seeing. I think it boiled down to don't talk to me, though. Strange room. Storage room. That's a laugh.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, it's you, Takumi. What are you doing alone in the dark in here? Aren't the lights working?
Looks like they're not, but it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain.
I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. grounds. Sure is a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does.
Ooh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world.
Like virtual reality?
They're so advanced, and you get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home.
That sounds a little too good to be true.
Looks like this one's broken, though. Just like me. I've tried every button and switch I could find, but it won't turn on.
Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does?
Of course not! I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I?
Whoa, why is she so angry all of a sudden?
Unless I can get Sirei to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is gonna be just that. A fantasy.
Now she's crying? Can't keep up with the girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take Darumi's word for it. Drive safe, Banana. Oh, it zooms into the original machine. Cool.
We have examined the strange room. Now we must examine the entrance hall that we failed to examine before.
That's the cafeteria. That's where we started. Yosita, I have a statue of him myself. Did I see that right? Ah, Takumi. You came to check out this area too?
Huh?
Yeah. What is it? Some kind of entrance hall?
Huh.
Entrance and exit. Of course, even if we left school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall of flames. Hi. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Oh.
As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support wherever and whenever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds.
Oh.
Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side.
Hey.
But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting how? Those machines over there. Go take a look at them. Those machines over there. Look at this. What is this? It's awful. It's ugly. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers.
Huh?
Fire extinguishers?
That's
right. I put them here so you can use them to go exploring.
Yeah.
You again?
Ah.
Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. With a little help from your hemo anima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward. Whoa, wait a minute. You're saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here? Yeah, your pal Atsuki had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Just ruins. You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can still use in the old towns. That's if the invaders don't get you first. There's invaders out there? Oh, sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire is there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside school grounds. It's a dangerous business going out the door and into the unknown. And we're a long, long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time, like focusing on protecting the school and, by extension, humanity for the next 99 days and ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want the story to have a happy ending, don't you? So beyond the wall is just ruins? At least we have hope now. There's a way to get past the flames. There's a way to get us home. Weren't you listening just now? Sirei said we're not too far away from... Sirei said we're too far away from the complex to make it on our own.
Huh.
I wouldn't put too much stock in anything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that?
Huh.
There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us. Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Aito's determined to defy Sirei to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure what he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard. So, can I examine that? It contains tips for exploring outside the school, but I don't have time to look at it right now. We'll probably have a tutorial for that later. Are these shoe lockers? Makes this place look like a real school. Okay, to the second floor. Where do be the stairs? Upstairs we go. So second floor training room. Classroom. Training room. Whoa, it's an arcade, y'all.
Ah.
This room, it said training room on the door, but it looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here? All these machines just look like arcade games to me. Remarkable, sir. You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste. Ugh! Stop jumping out at me like that. This is the Academy's state-of-the-art VR training machine. I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is just so last century, am I right? That's why we develop these machines to help you hone your skills using just your neural impulses and our cutting-edge technology. I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us? Your hemoanima gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony. Pardon? You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session. Was that a euphemism I don't know of?
Oh, hey.
Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay?
Hey.
What's in my pants is none of your business, you little perv. VR training? I gotta admit, I'm kind of curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later. I have never heard that before. Can we really use this for combat training? It looks more like something out of a video game arcade. This explains how the machines in the training room work. Did Takemaru even read this? Hey, Takumi, you've been checking out this place too, right? Yeah, a little. The more I see of it, the less I like it. Who was in charge of the decor here? There ain't a shred of class in the whole damn school. Where's the leopard print sofas, the hot pink drapes, the gilded doorknobs? Is that so much to ask? That all sounds tacky. Is that his idea of class? He has poor tasting decor. VR training machine and an upgrade class weapon. Looks like something from an old video game arcade. How are we supposed to train with this? I guess we'll get a tutorial about that later. There's some things I'm not catching. Oh no, the twins are here. There's some things I'm not catching myself reading before I say it out loud, and I'm just like, instant regrets.
Huh?
Hello again, Mr. Sumino. Do you have a moment?
Huh?
Sure, what's up? I'm sure you'll think this is a stupid question, but you're from the Tokyo Residential Complex too, aren't you? Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the same for everyone else. Until a few days ago, we were all living there.
Isn't it strange none of us have ever met before, apart from me and my dear brother?
Huh?
I don't know. It seems natural enough to me. I mean, the complex is a big place. Pyra, thank you for the lurk. I see. Doesn't bother you at all. What was all of that about? Those two just keep getting weirder. It's just the brother that's weird. The sister's fine. So 3rd floor, we have an infirmary. We have to go to the war room and the defense room. Infirmary. This must be the infirmary. What? How? Where's the bed? Also, are those Gatling guns? I have questions. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. Although I guess that could apply to any part of the school. Excuse me? Takumi, wait, don't touch that. Huh? Why not? Look up there. There's a surveillance camera with a machine gun mounted to it, keeping watch over that equipment. A machine gun? What's something like that doing here? I don't know, but be careful. Try not to do anything that might set it off. Right. I have questions. Revivomanic? I wonder what this machine does. I can't get a closer look at it right now, though. Not with that gun right above it. This machine... It's the same flying coffin that rescued Takumi from the battlefield. But I called it a corpse recovery something. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what the manual says anyway. It's all completely automatic, huh? Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died... Wow, sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches the drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary. And once it gets here, you see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a Revivomanic. It's got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state, and then we're alive again. Just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands? Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill the life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the hemoanima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. But while we're on the subject, hemoanima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly? Maybe we'll find out more about it someday. Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us? Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. What's on the floor? It's a manual. It's Manuel. Okay, war room and defense room. War room. What's that? Defense system. What's this machine here? It looks important. That controls the school's central defense system. It's the core of the entire Last Defense Academy experience.
Yeah.
Without this, there's no early warning system, no defensive barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing. It controls battle functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of the school up and running without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff.
Huh?
It's all completely automatic, huh? Whoa! I can tell what you're thinking. If it's all automatic, what do we need Sirei for? But my role here is just as important as the computers. No one can motivate you or affect your morale like I can. He's right about that, but not in the way he thinks.
Oh.
Hey there, Sumino. How's your exploration of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer. Think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move, but in a fun way. He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyway? Does he care about saving humanity like he says, or does he have some kind of ulterior motive?
Aha.
Ooh, did you come here for another explanation of what your hemoanima can do? This power is the key to your success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics. No. I use the sword to infuse myself with the special blood, and then I have this magical girl sequence, and then we all have superpowers. I think I got it. Look, you can skip the dialogue if you want, but at least pretend to listen. Why did you ask me yes or no if you're gonna tell me anyways? The hemetomorphic infusion blades you all carry, infusers for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab it into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into superhuman hemoanima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you all gain access to your class armor and class weapons. A class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strengths. Each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your hemoanima for the first time should also have unlocked your specialist skills. There are additional abilities with a wide array of applications. Learning to use them strategically will make you better fighters than ever. Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind? Don't get so hung up on the details. Surrender to the heat of battle. Yell, I am thou, or ora 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 ora, or something, and just go for it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant. But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen? All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight, but not before. I guess I should have seen that coming. Was that a Persona reference? It was a Persona reference, followed by a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference. One more thing. While you're here, want me to go over the Undying Flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it'll hurt you just as bad if you get too close. No. Look, you can skip the dialogue if you want, but at least pretend to listen. Why are you like this? True to their name, the Undying Flames never run out of fuel and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. However, the flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people on the inside that would get burned to a crisp. They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules? Are they magic or something? The Undying Flame Barrier has a radius of a little over half a mile, with the Academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick, blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least, that was the case. More recently, the enemy has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let all of you know it's time for battle. So when the alarm goes off, the enemy is already on their way? The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that their means of getting through the flames takes time to prepare or recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns, though. You should assume the next attack could come at any time. One more thing. The wall only goes so high, but there's no danger of anything flying in. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down. The Undying Flames act with a will of their own to keep their school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for. I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I'd get any answers. I got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now. Technically, the fiery hand has a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible.
Hey.
Well, so long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should be fine. Foreshadowing? Alright, you made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? What are we protecting here? I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once you get the non-fighters to start fighting. Ugh, fine. Persona. Defense room. Classroom? Did I miss a room? Connecting hallway? Hallway south? Have I been here already? War room? I've already been here. Hallway north. What is the point of that hallway? Defense room. What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical-looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of this school were all pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire in front of it. They're undying flames. I thought so, but why are they here inside the school? To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine. If it's that important, then yes, whatever's behind this door is the thing we're fighting. Back from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out? We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Sirei will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something they have to come up to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up, or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario.
Huh?
What do you mean? Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others onto the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary. Sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? We may not have we may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Hideko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. Thank you for the streamer care package.
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going? I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
His cup has a Shirokuma on it. Stop. I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I'm pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your lives here? There's no way we feel that good about it. Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long, and there's more important things at stake than your personal comfort. Why even ask us if you're ultimately gonna discount our opinions? You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry, it's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward. Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when you're not fighting? Right. We're at school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum or a proper schedule, but we don't have one here. Surprise! What? No schedule?
Meh.
Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit.
Phew.
So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Man, you should have led with that. Don't tell me you're actually buying into this. It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most out of it while we're here. I think it's too early to say there is no way for us to leave. If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run from the fight anyway, right? Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting. It's your fault we're all on us. It's your fault we're also on edge. You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experience, so naturally you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. Little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable. Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Yeah.
Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter are, all of you are gonna have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While the school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future, but if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your hearts. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope. Hope? You gotta be kidding me. This is more like despair. You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we'd be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we even know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the hemoanima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it?
Hey.
Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight. And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth.
We're going around in circles so much, it's making me dizzy.
Yeah, we won't make any progress like this. All right, if it's the truth you want, that's what you get. I'll tell you everything. You're gonna tell us? Just like that?
No.
I never meant to keep the truth from you all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you, but it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. And you'll really tell us the truth? The whole truth? And nothing but the truth, or at least I'd like to, but this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own.
Yeah.
Let's say we table this discussion until tomorrow. So there are more people involved in this than just you? We'll expect you to tell us about them too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning. I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey.
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arm, Sirei disappeared. Huh. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be that easy. But he still has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say shut the idea. And they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines.
No excuses?
We'll see what happens after we hear what Sirei has to say. We can all talk it out and decide on the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. You're hilarious, Mr. Maruko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow. Shut up! I bet you don't either. With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms. Tomorrow morning, Sirei will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Ah,
So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one. I thought it would be so much longer. I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know. It probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Sirei.
huh?
For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep. ... Karua? Why is our nugget crying?
Come on. Don't cry.
Babies!
If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
Oh. We were only in kindergarten back then. Karua's dad had just died. He and Karua were driving over to her mom's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. A security alert had sounded, and suddenly people were scrambling around, trying to get to the nearest shelter. Karua's dad swerved to avoid someone, and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time, and Karua survived. But her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, Karua was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's gone. I'll never see him again.
Karua? Don't cry anymore, okay? I know your daddy's gone, but I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have to be sad.
Honey, I know you're in kindergarten, but we need to reassess that sentence.
You're too little, Taki. You can't be a daddy.
Maybe, but I'm just glad you're okay, Karua. That your daddy protected you.
But I'm not okay.
Whoa!
I got this big cut right across my tummy. The doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up. I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
Huh?
I'll marry you someday, Karua. Then you'll never have to be alone. I'll always be there to protect you.
You'll protect me?
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry. Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karua. No matter what. I promise.
Taki. Thank you. I think I'm going to be all right now. You promised. So you gotta do it. Okay?
That's right. I made a promise. A promise to protect Karua no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karua safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat and my heart was racing, like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. A memory. A childhood memory of Karuha and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karuha's doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person, or did they assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Sirei about that too.
Huh?
Sheesh. I'm wide awake now, and I'm so sweaty. Not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. I might regret my choices. I got out of bed and slowly made my way towards the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me. Right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning. But somehow, something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect from using hemoanima?
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
What am I doing? This is stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. As soon as I got outside... Oh, it's so pretty. The scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying. But in a way, it was beautiful, too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I'd never felt before.
I wonder what Karuha would say if she saw this.
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky.
It looks so close. Is that another planet?
No, not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Is that blank? It's the moon, y'all. Huh? All of a sudden, I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. Why are you on fire? Who? You're on fire! No, not quite. It wasn't a person, more like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire, either. They were undying flames.
What the? Huh?
A ghost? The way its mouth is moving, is it talking? I can't hear a thing, though.
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my questions seemed to upset it. A lot of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. The next moment, it disappeared into thin air. What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me. Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me, but what was it trying to say and why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there, dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. in the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep in the rest of the night. I just sat in bed waiting for the morning announcement.